JoJo has fun. It's JoJo having fun. The game.
Based
oh my
on
God! Could you imagine the nightmare?
the best-selling novel has now become a game that you don't want to play.
Could you imagine if there was a game based on something that you personally did in your day-to-day life? Like,
What would that be?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That was the whole point of the question, Jeff,
Oh,
is I couldn't come up with an answer myself.
Well, I mean, right now, I don't do much during the day.
We're doing the President Evil 3.
Yeah,
Nice
Mr.
job,
President,
Super Cop. I'm
Evil.
impressed.
We back in business?
3.
Yeah.
Maybe, because right now, all I do during the day is I interview people. They could do like a dating game that's like based on interviewing people.
Oh,
Or like,
they have that.
That's
It's
like
called-
all the games.
That's all the dating game shows. How about this for a dating game show?
She's hoping to get the trains running again.
You are put in a room with another person,
She's unreliable.
and
I feel
they-
bad for them already.
They
Go
have
on.
they have the antidote to a poison,
Uh-huh.
but the only way that they can give you the antidote is by agreeing to marry you. That's what the antidote is.
So at the altar, will they give me it finally? Or do I have to wait? Like, how long
or
is
will
the...
you falter at the altar?
Yeah. Will you take death over
Damn
marrying...
it, Jill, would you stop sacrificing yourself?
Never.
Bye. Roll. Wait, what are you going to do? You could have just gone with them.
I'm good.
Did you hear that bitch talk shit on me? I gotta prove myself.
Oh, he got to me real quick.
Yeah, Jill, you're not so gung-ho now.
Yeah, why don't you like Carlos, who probably can sprint for some reason while you can't?
I
oh,
really fucked that up.
Yeah,
that didn't hit
You
him.
got a good dodge,
No.
though.
She's just trotting. She's just trotting along, Jill. Come on.
Well, she's probably exhausted.
I would be.
She'd have the adrenaline going in her benefit, right?
Only
Yeah.
so much adrenaline.
I mean, you got to throw her kid underneath the car so she can lift the car up.
Sure.
That's you got to. I need a kid. Someone quick find a kid, throw it under a car so I can get super strong. What would I'm trying to think about like things that would get my adrenaline going.
Go, Jill.
If Danielle was underneath the car, I would have superhuman strength and adrenaline.
Really? Think so?
I think I would have the strongest.
I think so, too.
I'd have the strongest arms.
Would they get bigger?
They would
Would
get-
you have big, burly, strongy arms?
I'd have Popeye-looking arms,
Hell yeah.
and I would lift the car off
Wait,
Danielle.
no.
Wait, no.
Popeye looks like a monster. What does Popeye have?
What do you mean? What does Popeye
Spinach.
have?
Is he
Yes-
sick?
No, he's just I mean, if all you eat is spinach, your muscles like form into globes on your arms and legs.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't expand out. He's kind of like a sausage, to where like it's that meat just sort of wrapped tightly in that skin suit.
Ugh,
Yeah.
That's less than good.
Is it? It's not that much less than good.
Do you think every time Popeye goes to the gym to work out, he goes to the gym trainer and he's like, yeah,
And they're like,
I don't want to lose what I got going on here in my forearms. Can you help me with that? And they're like, we don't want to.
yeah, you need to do some cardio.
Yeah,
You-
or maybe work on the biceps.
Yeah, he only has. I'm looking at a picture of Popeye right now, and I haven't looked at a picture of Popeye in quite a while. Apparently,
Now, this is the question that I have for you, Jeff,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure Danielle would have this question as well. Is it awakening anything sexual? In
well,
you?
he's winking at me.
He has no choice.
I know. I think that's just his thing. I don't know if you've seen Popeye's physique lately, but his forearms are not the strangest thing about him. I don't know who created him, and I don't know why they made him look like this.
Well, the thing you got to remember, Jeff, is everyone is into everything.
So you
And at some point, someone said, you know, someone said, "What is beautiful? Is beautiful? Is beautiful this?" And if they drew Popeye,
they closed their eyes, they let their hands do the work,
Yeah.
and they opened them again, and there stood Popeye the Sailor Man. I just like the fact that he's this,
like Venus birthed from the ocean.
they named him Popeye the Sailor Man because they had to have something rhyme with the word can.
Well, he could have had any job.
Yeah, so what else could he have been? Wait, if he wasn't Popeye the Sailor Man, what would be his profession?
Popeye the,
The garbage man?
yeah, Popeye the I don't know,
Insurance man.
accountant man.
Popeye the court stenographer man.
I don't know why I like that so much. It really tickled me.
How tall do you think Popeye is?
5'8".
Danielle?
Oh no!
Oh, jeez.
This is bad.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Well, how big do you think he is, Danielle?
5'10".
Wow, that is... What is that?
He's a fish.
He's walking.
Yeah.
That's a fish dinosaur.
He looks like a Final Fantasy VII remake monster.
Yeah.
I fought you in the sewer.
Yeah, I did find him in the sewer. Yeah, I just blew 2 grenades killing that thing. That was not good.
It's cool that you just got those 2 grenades that lose them immediately. You guys barely knew each other, you and the grenades.
I need a grenade launcher.
So Popeye is 5'6".
Really?
Yeah. Which doesn't look like he's 5'6" based on his character art. His
Who
character
decided that?
I don't know. I'm just curious. I think
Who
that
decides how tall cartoons are?
I feel like no one cares until a nerd asks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff.
And then they have to think of an answer, and then now that's a fact. And if they think of the wrong answer, they have to live with the bullshit that nerds give them for the rest of their
Yeah,
goddamn
God
life.
forgive you if you guess.
What do you mean Miss Marvel is 5'11"?
Don't you screw up how tall Miss Marvel is.
She's tall.
American hero, Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel.
She can lift cars.
Miss Marvel is taller than Miss Maisel. Maybe.
Who would win in a fight?
Who would win a fight?
What is Miss Maisel?
Oh my
Miss-
God.
No,
Wait,
I'm serious. I don't know. Why is that embarrassing for me, Danielle?
Danielle, tell him why it's embarrassing for him.
Because it was, part of the zeitgeist and is kind of like a pop culture reference that gets made relatively often.
But also, more specifically...
And also, you know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You've
also,
talked about it before, you little shit.
Did I?
Yeah.
Miss Maisel? I don't feel like that's me.
it's a fucking show about a stand-up comic.
The one
Really?
in the 50s,
In the-
60s?
yeah, you fool.
I do not know what we're talking about.
Oh my God.
Miss Maisel walked so you could run your stupid ass to
Seriously.
open mics, you piece of
You
shit.
talk shit and then you forget Mrs. Maisel?
Fuck you, JoJo.
God.
I still don't know. I mean, like, you guys have really given me a lot of sass just now, but I still don't know what we're talking about. Who is Miss Maisel?
It's
I'm not doing a bit. I really don't know.
Miss Maisel's a TV show on HBO.
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
God damn it.
I've never seen this.
Yes,
Yeah. It's
you
where
know of it.
She's a hilarious, fast-talking New Yorker who finds her calling in stand-up comedy.
Yeah, it helps that she's insanely rich or her family's insanely rich.
Yeah, her family's super duper rich. Her husband was trying to be a stand-up comic, but he just ripped jokes off of other people.
Oh.
And then she did then she improvised
Yeah,
like
then
a
she
real
just
good
went
set.
up there and ranted, and they were like, "You're amazing.
And she showed her boobies too.
You're the best."
Wasn't that the plot of the 1980s movie, The Comedian?
No one's seen that.
I no one knows what that is, JoJo. Everyone knows what Miss Maisel is, but no one knows what that is, you fool.
That's surprising to me. JoJo, the person who's getting all the sass.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
Popeye the Sailor is a fictional, muscular
That's key.
American cartoon character created by L.Z. Chrysler Seeger.
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
I don't Google things and look at them to just talk about them for 2 minutes. I need at least 5 because I'm wasting a lot of carbon.
I've never liked Popeye, and I was just apathetic, but now I'm beginning to dislike him.
Why? Because of me?
Is it because Danielle? Is it because Jeff won't let this go?
It's all
is
the
it because
Popeye
this is
talk.
his white whale?
It's all the Popeye talk.
All the Popeye talk. Just because I want to wake up in the morning and
All
the
the
first thing that I
Popeye
want to
without
talk
the rap.
I want to talk about Popeye when I wake up, and Daniel apparently doesn't like talking about Popeye when I wake up. And we take a shower together. I want to talk about some Popeye, and we can't talk about Popeye in the shower. So when the fuck can I talk about Popeye, Danielle?
Why is your go-to spot to have a important?
In the shower.
You know what? I have to stop myself because I just called the conversation about Popeye important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Who
did.
the fuck am
yeah.
I?
He's
It's-
gotten to you, Joe. He's
It
gotten to
has.
you.
He's got his dirty Popeye claws in me.
Yeah, got his little Popeye tendrils of spinach
I
out
won't.
through the fingers into the Joe.
I'm beefing you up like so much spinach to Popeye. I'm not going to continue with the Popeye talk. I do want to tell you.
Yeah, because it's getting a little bit too inside baseball with all your deep Popeye lore.
I do want to tell you one thing about Popeye.
It better be.
Oh, God.
It better be good.
Oh,
So
dear God.
Popeye gets his strength from, as we all know,
The sun,
yeah.
Yes, the yellow sun.
And then one time
like
when
Spider-Man.
when Bluto turned the sun red, he was unable to fly anymore.
Yes.
Popeye gets his strength from eating spinach, which is the only reason I, as a child, ate spinach.
Because you wanted to be tough like Popeye.
I wanted to be tough like Popeye.
That makes sense.
At what point did you realize you'd been swindled?
Well, I'm still waiting, Danielle.
Does spinach make you stronger?
No.
I don't think it does. And that I would say that Popeye is guilty of blatant false advertising.
1000%.
What?
Well, I mean, also it's canned spinach, which
Yeah.
if you're gonna eat spinach,
Yeah, that's the worst way to
What
do
does
a-
that
it.
kill you?
What a weird way. I mean, I guess it's more convenient spinach in a can, but it's definitely grosser because that's what I ate when I was a kid was spinach in a can.
It's just like slime
It's
out
just
of a
like-
can.
yeah.
It's goop.
It's-
It's a can of goop.
It's not even a leaf of any sort.
No.
It's just
No.
green and there.
Green and stringy.
But
like me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, however, spinach was not the first thing that he used as a buff.
Is this okay, Danielle? Do
Yeah,
you hear the way
okay.
that Jeff said that?
Yeah.
That leads me to believe that the next thing he's going to say is, "What do you guys think?"
I'm prepared to hazard a guess.
Take a wild
All right,
guess.
Danielle, hazard a guess because I'm also willing to hazard
Okay,
a guess, and I have mine loaded in the chamber.
Let me clarify because it would be unfair to not give you this piece of information.
Sure.
So he eats the spinach to get strength from it, right?
Uh-huh.
The first thing that he had, he did not derive strength from. He simply got luck from it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So his attribute that increased was not strength; it
But
was luck.
All right. Danielle, you have the floor.
Okay, well, so before I was given this new piece of information,
Yeah, you can still tell me the first one. I'd love to know.
I mean, it's obviously got to be like a can of nails.
Oh,
A can of nails.
Iron.
Yeah.
Because he's tough as nails.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, that's what they had back in the 30s.
Exactly.
They ate a lot of metal back then. When they say people were tougher back then, they literally mean it. Their
They mean
bones
it.
and
They
their
were made
bones
of
and organs were
nails.
fortified with
Yeah.
steel.
Yeah.
That's what Wolverine, the character, is based off of, is everyone in the 30s who
Yes.
just replaced their bones with metal.
Yes.
These are a lot of these boys.
Yeah, they're meant to just get killed by flame rounds.
But now it just sounds like he ate Lucky Charms or something.
Well, he didn't have to eat something, Danielle. That's the
Oh,
thing.
you didn't eat it?
No, I didn't say he ate
He
it. I
smoked
said
it.
he smoked the spinach, the green.
Yeah, you know
green.
that. If I'm being totally honest, my first thought when you said the first thing he had was not spinach, my first thought was he smoked a Lucky Strike,
Yeah.
and that gave him the raw energy he needed to do battle with Bluto.
I imagine they started with him having cocaine, and then
Oh
they,
my God, Danielle, that's so fucking good.
Because
Right?
it was legal back then.
Yeah.
And it was in everything:
Yeah.
cough syrup, cough drops, cough hats.
Wait, was cocaine in spinach? Is that why he
Yes.
got strength from
That's
it?
why he got strong. Cocaine spinach.
turns out that he was Popeye the Smuggler Man, and a
Smuggling
lot
his
of his
coke.
smuggling was obviously cocaine based.
Yeah.
Smuggling it in spinach cans is brilliant.
That's
It really is
Yeah.
actually. 'Cause
Brilliant.
I wouldn't think a criminal
No.
would eat some of that leafy green power sauce.
Absolutely not.
You're not supposed to dip into your own supply either.
Are you telling me that Popeye's getting high in his own supply?
You shouldn't be
You
doing
should
that.
never get high in your own
It's
supply.
terrible.
So Danielle thought possibly nails, maybe even weed. Jojo, what was yours?
Lucky Strikes.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're saying Lucky Strikes.
I'm thinking cigarettes.
I
So-
can see him eating a can of cigarettes, honestly.
I could see him eating a can
Yeah.
of cigarettes too.
Yeah.
Did they ever
Wow.
put cigarettes in cans? Because that seems to make sense to me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Why would they not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like one, it's still airtight. Two, they're not
Yeah.
going to dry out as easily.
True.
3, it's easy to draw.
Yes.
Yeah, extremely easy to draw.
Much easier to draw a circle than a square.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Said
true.
no one. No
Also-
one would ever agree with that statement as I say it.
I
The,
agree.
I mean,
I
an
agree
oval,
wholeheartedly.
perhaps. A circle, that's a bit hard.
Every person who's ever drawn a circle has drawn an oval. Did you know that? Because
Yeah.
they're so fucking hard to draw.
They really are.
There's some people who have that ability to draw a perfect circle.
I
Though.
hate
I've
them.
heard. I remember I heard like. I want to say it was like Da Vinci or somebody, or like what makes you good enough to draw like something, and he drew a perfect circle. That would not have impressed me.
That would work in a lot of situations. Like, so why do you think that you deserve to marry my daughter?
And I just drew
Draw a
it.
perfect circle.
Draw a perfect circle. All right, you got it.
You win.
All right.
Welcome to the family. Honestly, drawing a perfect circle could probably get you out of a lot of sticky situations. get pulled over by the police. You're like,
Check this out.
Look at this.
a full 360, my man.
Yeah,
how could a drunk person draw a perfect circle, officer?
that's fair.
That's very fair.
It's Kim Possible. So yes, obviously, he's not drunk. I'm not gonna go down there and get that thing. I could. I just don't want to.
So just so you all know, originally Popeye got luck from rubbing the head of the wiffle hen.
What the
The
heck?
what?
Are
A what?
you, what? Those were a lot of
The what?
words. What did you just say?
Rubbing head.
Rubbing the head of a wiffle hen.
What is a wiffle hen?
Is that
I'm a-
touching peens?
Is that a wiffle ball?
I don't know what a wiffle. I'm assuming it's some type of chicken, some type of hen.
Look
It's
up
a
the
cock.
Look
It's
up the wiffle hen.
Touching weens,
Oh
like
wait,
I said.
it's a very specific. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
What is it?
touching weens, like I
Is
said.
it a wiener?
Bernice, the wiffle hen, also referred to as an African escape hen or just wiffle bird, is a thimble theater character created.
A what?
It's a character. It's just
Oh,
another
God.
character. Oh no.
Oh, that's
yeah.
not good.
Hi, what's up? How's it
That's-
going?
He keeps grabbing your head, but he could probably just smush it if
He
he
really
wanted
He
to.
has a gun now.
Oh,
He's
how
got a massive gun.
That's not safe. I like how he really just seems to fuck with you.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
just like he could have killed you 50
Oh,
times.
you!
come
God
on.
damn you! Kissies!
Mwah. He is, wow, he's having a good time back there.
He's having fun, yeah.
No one allowed.
He could just shoot you right now.
Also, he could just break through things.
Yeah.
That's not going to hold him. You should
Yeah,
have just kept
Jill,
running.
he kind of just jumps through walls.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to give a crap about physics.
Yeah, he seems to
So-
have eaten his spinach today.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
he took all his cocaine like a good boy.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I will say that
I'm
this,
strongs to the finish because
Okay.
I eats me spinach.
So
I'm
I had
Popeye
a
the
follow-up
Sailor.
question.
Yeah.
What is Thimble Theater?
I think that's just
A
the
place?
It's the I think it's the organization or cast of characters that Popeye falls under.
What?
Like it's like Merry Melody.
What?
Yeah.
You just said a lot of things that Danielle
Also-
not only does
none of
not
those
understand,
are
but doesn't
things.
agree with.
Oh, so I just want to show you what the thimble hen looks like. It's pretty cute.
That is like
Look at it. Look at it.
that's like primitivism.
Oh my god.
It's cute. That's like a child drew it.
Exactly. It is
Did
very.
a child draw it? That looks horrible.
It looks very rough.
Yeah. Well, back in those days, Danielle, they only had so many pencils and pens.
It's true. They had to ration them.
Yeah. So what they did was they dipped their fingernails in grade C ink. It's not the best.
They got high on their own supply.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say, Jeff,
Yeah,
and I can see
that'll do
through.
it.
I wish I knew what Thimble Theater was. Oh, hey, Tom. Oh, you know they're gonna be not. Last thing about Popeye. They're gonna. Gene Tartakovsky was making a CGI movie of Popeye, and they didn't go anywhere. But now they're gonna actually make it under a different production company.
Why
And
are they making a Popeye movie? Who cares?
Because they're
Seriously.
trying. It's a property that they're trying to bring back because
Why?
they're gonna get Tom Kenny to be the voice or some shit.
First of all, is it animated or live action?
It's animated.
Okay.
the live action was
That was Robin Williams.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, and Shelley Duvall.
And
as
Shelley Duvall.
Which
Yeah.
is
Olive Oil.
wild.
Which
And
is she is perfect.
I
I
remember.
didn't say she wasn't. It's just a wild.
I know, right?
choice
It's wild,
to make
and
a
she
movie
is
like
perfect.
that.
What are you doing to that other zombie? That's
Eating his
mean.
butt.
Gah!
You just ran into him like
I
a
had
fool.
no options there. I wasn't gonna waste a bullet on it. I'll
That was
just
the
take
other
the hit.
option. That was the other option.
I'm caution.
Yeah, when I remember reading that when Robin Williams was Popeye, they had to ADR all of his dialogue because
Really?
he was completely incomprehensible in character.
Is that true?
Yeah,
That's great.
Because I tried watching it like some years ago because it was on like Amazon or something, and I was just like, oh, the Popeye movie, because I remember as a kid watching it and being like, this is great. and honestly, for what they did in the time, it's basically a comic book movie because it's a comic strip.
Yeah.
They did a decent job of trying to
So-
make a real person look as fucked up as Popeye.
Yeah,
Was he the Iron Man?
He was the Iron. He started the Avengers.
What?
Yeah, it was
What?
Popeye.
I knew it.
Yeah, he. At the end of every movie, Popeye shows up. He's like, "Aye."
And it's like
I can't even do his voice. I don't even know Popeye's voice.
I don't either.
Yeah.
so you have to do
What do you mean here?
Yeah, he kind of speaks an incomprehensible gibberish.
Yeah,
And-
it kind of does.
And Robin Williams did that perfectly, too perfectly apparently,
Yeah, a little too good.
because they were like, "This is not usable." Wow, the fire's getting up real quick.
Yeah, you would
he's
have-
not shooting me as much as he's destroying this building and hoping it falls around.
He's playing the long game.
Yeah, he's really bored.
He's like, Boss fight.
Right?
He's basically like playing a real life version of Mousetrap with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mousetrap.
I guarantee it's the craziest trap you will ever see.
Wow. How do you remember that?
How, Jeff? How?
I for some reason only remember jingles of board games I wanted as a kid.
Did
Wow.
you really want Mousetrap?
Yeah, man.
Mousetrap was awesome. What are you
Mousetrap
talking
looked-
about?
It was a fucking Rube Goldberg machine
It
for
was
catching a
great.
mouse. It was
I
great.
loved
Do you
Mousetrap.
Do you remember the board game? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Well, hey, everybody. Tomorrow I'm going to fight the Nemesis.
Yeah.
He's a tough boy.
And maybe we won't talk about Popeye some more.
No promises.
No promises, though.
I will say that you most likely didn't know any of those Popeye facts, and now you know them, and
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to JoJo Has Fun, your source for Popeye information in 2020.
You know,
Now you've got cocktail chatter. You're
she
welcome.
looks kind of like Laura Croft.
I wouldn't be able to talk to her at a bar with confidence. I don't think I could have a conversation with her. She's too cool for me.
I couldn't either. I'd be
Yeah,
way too intimidated.
She's I'd be like, "What's your workout routine?" And she would be like, "I'm on the run. Gotta,
I'm on the
in
lamb.
fact, gotta go." And then
Right.
this just burst through, and I'm like, "Dang it." She could have been the one if I had just been so much more confident, like Popeye.
Chacha's harassing me with her tail.
And
We'll,
with
we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.